My name is Melissa Broersma. I am an artist in the Pacific Northwest. My background is in interior design and residential murals. Interior design, it has impacted how I think art can make a room feel. The space you live in is your home, and that painting on the wall is a representation of you in some ways and what you want to see on a daily basis. So I try to create art that I would want to see in specific places, specific interiors, either calming or colorful. I want my artwork to fit in a variety of homes or commercial businesses. My upbringing was full of silliness, spirituality, and passion. I do think that comes through a lot in my artwork. A theme that you'll see a lot is the cheetah. Growing up, my sister had an imaginary friend named Cheetah. That was also a cheetah. Her and I are so different, yet so similar. I try to have a piece of her in a lot of my paintings. And sometimes when I feel alone or misunderstood, she is there with me in my artwork. And the cheetah is also a representation of guidance. And I do feel my loneliness comes through in some pieces. I always felt alone in a crowd. I'm very social, but I still feel always alone in a crowd. And the chaos in my head sometimes keeps me company, but it's also my worst enemy. So painting really calms that, and I throw those emotions onto canvas. That's why my paintings tend to be a little messy here and there, and I find a lot of beauty in that mess because I know why it's there, and I know that that's a huge piece of me and my soul and my heart on the painting. Some of the biggest influences in my life have been Hundertwasser, Matisse, Jenny Saville, and I'm really a big fan of Claire Tabouret right now. Right now I've been focusing on these pieces with the delicate nudes and the cheetahs in a monochromatic scale. It's a little bit of contemporary mixed with a bit of classic whimsy. I'm also currently designing silk scarves with my paintings and drawings. Probably the biggest challenge of being an artist is how to balance the business side with the creative side. Has been pretty tough for me. I just would like to focus on painting and have somebody else take care of the rest. But I'm not, someday. The advice I would give my younger self would be stop caring what others think and just do what your creative self tells you to do. Also, I would say to my younger self to paint and draw all the time and play with more mediums. Probably the most unconventional medium or technique I've tried is I took canvas cloth and tried to sculpt it with exterior paint. It was a really fun process and looked beautiful. It looked like a sculpture on your wall. I do listen to music while I paint. I enjoy Thelonious Monk, and sometimes Bjork really gets me into a creative mindset. Also, I love a good podcast. The best reaction someone has ever given my artwork is, "You have a lot of guts." That was probably my favorite reaction. What I want people to take away from my artwork is the feeling of escapism. I want them to feel like they're somewhere else, or it brings them into a story that they can make up in their head. They can make up their own story. It's up for interpretation. It's not literal. It's full of symbolism. So I want people to feel like they are somewhere else. Upcoming events, I have a studio opening in Vancouver, BC, at the end of October 27, 28, and 29. And you can follow me on Instagram at Melissa Broersma Studio, or my other Instagram with my silk scarf line is Harvey Biddle Hotel.